Alright, what's up, gamers? Hope y'all are having an absolutely fantastic day today. I know I am. And today, we're going to be talking about Dreamcastguy. I know I've been gone for a while, just some real life stuff. I got a new computer. I'm going to be making another video about that next week. But, I'm getting back in the saddle, y'all. This video, it's absolutely terrible. It's basically about how $1,000 consoles and $100 games are going to kill gaming, which, to clarify, I think both of those things are fucking horrible for gaming. For gaming. However, I don't think it's going to kill it because I think gaming really won't die unless there's like some apocalyptic event. These people will find their, copes, their video games, no matter what. So I think this is just a fucking stupid concept for a video, but that's all I really want to get into right now. But yeah, let's get into it, y'all.
Hey there gamers, Dreamcastguy here. Today we're talking about video game prices, both the price of individual games, because there's talks about making each game cost $100, maybe even starting this year, but also the cost of consoles, because right now we're hearing the first rumblings about the next generation Xbox, Project Helix. Of course, we just got the Nintendo Switch 2 and the PlayStation 6. I mean, Sony's already basically talking about it. And
bro, what are you talking about, dog? PlayStation has not even mentioned a peep about the fucking PlayStation 6 from what I've seen. Unless you're talking about that, like, fucking literal, like, Photoshop AI shit. Or the PS6 was literally the size of, like, a mid-tower fucking computer. That thing was fucking huge, dude. And if you're gonna... And even so, alright, like, let's say about the move to $1,000 consoles. If you're going to buy a $1,000 console, why not just buy a $1,000 PC and then you can do other things. Obviously, I don't think, PC gaming is perfect, dude, because that's a fucking retarded point, right? Like, PC gaming is absolutely not perfect. You have to actually be, like, someone intelligent to use it. But, like, if you're going to go into, like, PS5 Pro and all these, like, autistic details, why would you not buy a fucking $1,000 pre-bill or just build a $1,000 computer? My computer, it was worth $1,700, but I got it for $1,400 because I got a bunch of stuff off. I got my PSU for free with my GPU, 5070, by the way. And I got, like, the RAM and the CPU and the motherboard and, like, a fucking combo and such. It's great. I love it. However, like, let's say a console's that price. Nobody's going to buy it. And I'm referring to $1,400 here, not $1,700. Nobody will buy that. Literally nobody will buy that. Not a single fucking person would buy it. A $1,400 console or even a $1,000 console. I think a $900 console is pushing it. Like, the PS5 Pro being $900 is bullshit, okay? Dude, nobody's going to buy that shit. The only issue is right now what PlayStation doing, I think they're going to back down. I think they're going to pussy out. And they're just doing this to essentially go people into buying a bunch of them, and it's going to be like, no, guys, we're not actually going to raise the prices. We were just joking. So I think that's how it's going to go. However, I'll let him cook. I'll let him continue his point.
these new consoles, this new software, these new controllers, we know it's all going to be ridiculously expensive. There is no way in the world that the next generation is going to cost anything less than $1,000.
But you don't know. Like, let's say we don't know that in the time that the next generation happens, which is not going to be 2027. It's not going to be then. I hate to tell you this. We don't know if the market will restabilize, because the big issue right now is AI. AI is using a lot of the RAM, and that plays into building a computer. I had to, go AM5 or AM4 and DDR4. Because it would have been way too expensive. It would have been like $2,000 if I went DDR5. But the thing is, with PC hardware, you don't have to go for the latest and greatest, right? My old computer, it was a GTX 970 and it's an Intel Xeon like 3800R or something. It was horrible. And I was still able to use it perfectly fine to make all these wonderful videos for you all, right? This computer is much better, obviously. I'm still, able to chill out and able to use it. Yeah, man. And like, we don't know. And he says this several times in this video just to like clue you in. He says this so many fucking times. It's absolutely absurd. Yeah, he just spurgs out, acting as if, he's putting the cart before the horse, so to speak, saying that we know that the prices are going to increase, but we don't know. We factually do not know.
And I want to sort of discuss this because I'm kind of afraid that these prices across the board are going to kill gaming. This is not just about, oh man, my favorite studio might close. Oh, my favorite console manufacturer may have a bad quarter. I am afraid about the entirety of gaming that it's going downhill.
Don't get me wrong, gaming is on the downhill. Most modern games are awful. I liked High on Life 2, for example, but that game is a piece of shit, dude. That game is awful. But yes, modern gaming is on the downhill, but not for the reasons you think, dude.
That last generation, as explosive as it was, led to this gen, PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch 2, the Xbox Series X, that seems to have a much smaller base overall.
I agree with him on this, but I think it's for a different reason, okay? In the world we've had some absolutely horrible economic factors recently. There's tariffs. There's a bunch of shit that's not going great, right? And most people, they don't have a lot of money. They don't have the shekels to buy stuff, and that's why. Because during the 2020 shit with the Xbox One, PS4's Prime, that was the big upturn, in my personal opinion, was due to the fact that everybody was at home, everybody was working at home. You could literally just like do all your work in like an hour and a half, and then be done with the day, and just like play video games and have a mouse jiggler for the rest of the workday, right? So I mean, I agree with him that gaming is definitely having a lower install base, but that is not for the reason he thinks.
I mean, look at this. Is gaming getting too expensive? Maybe in a few years, the Switch 2's price will probably go up. PlayStation 6, $1,000. Next, Xbox, $1,200. Mid-range PC, $3,000.
Snake, respond. Snake?
Yes! Yes! Dude, I don't think within the next 15 years is inflation going to be bad enough to the point where a mid-range PC is $3K. That's a very high-end PC, dude. What are you on about, man? Like, and this is, again, the foregone conclusion, acting as if it will. Like, the PS6 will be $1,000. The Xbox will be $1,200. We don't know that, and it's probably not going to be the case because it would not fucking sell. So this is just a classic case of foregone conclusions.
Think about if this sort of circumstance happened. Let's say GTA 6 came out in 2027 instead, and it was a PlayStation 6 exclusive, just for this hypothetical, right? If they did that, even as excited as people would, as big as that budget is, as perfect as the game may actually be, think about how tiny and inaccessible it would be. Only the people that are able to afford a $1,200 console, probably $150 controllers, a $500 TV bare minimum, and that's for a crappy TV at this point, and then, of course, the $100 game. That is just a higher and higher and higher barrier of entry.
So essentially, this fallacy is called the hasty generalization fallacy. Basically, he drew his conclusion before he gathered evidence, okay? Listen, you guys. We don't know this is going to happen, first of all. There's no evidence that the PS6 is going to be $1,000 and the Xbox is going to be $1,200. I think it'll probably be like $750. That is my top end. Now, regardless, additionally, like, even if this was not a fallacy, even ignoring that, this has a very clear logical leap. This is implying that nobody already has TV. Nobody already has anything. And that nobody already has any of this stuff. This is somebody starting completely fresh. They've never had a TV. They've never... And first of all, the console comes with controllers. I don't think the game is going to be $100 unless there's a very dangerous trend that comes on in the gaming industry. I don't think that's going to happen. I'm just going to keep it $125. Well, guys, I'm going to end it there. I'm done with this video. So have a good day, afternoon, or night. And remember, stay a gamer. Like, subscribe. I am out.
So come on, tell me how it's awful. Listen to the same sad songs till you can't no more. Drown the noise out, tell your friends all